You made it here. And that is enough for now. Whatever kind of night this is for you, you do not have to change it. You do not have to fix yourself before you can rest. Nothing to do, nothing to get right. You can let this be easy. You can arrive exactly as you are. With a busy mind or a quiet one. With feelings that make sense or feelings that do not need to make sense. Any of it is allowed. And if part of you is still braced, still holding on, that can be here too. There is nothing you need to do with that. Nothing to do, nothing to get right. You can let this be easy. If you feel tired, you can be tired. If you feel alert, you can be alert. If you feel somewhere in between, that is welcome too. No need to check. No need to measure how you are doing. No need to make yourself calmer. Whatever is already true in you can simply be true. Nothing to do, nothing to get right. You can let this be easy. I'm here with you. Steady, unrushed. You do not have to respond to anything I say. You can simply let my voice be present and let yourself be exactly as you are. If it helps, you can let these words be like a quiet handrail in the dark. And if it does not help, you can let them pass right by. Either way, you are not doing anything wrong. Nothing to do, nothing to get right. You can let this be easy. If thoughts keep moving, they can move. If nothing much seems to happen, that is fine. If you drift in and out of paying attention, that is fine too. You are allowed to be exactly as awake as you are. You are allowed to be exactly as sleepy as you are. You are allowed to be somewhere in between without trying to decide which one it is. Nothing to do, nothing to get right. You can let this be easy. For now, there is only this moment. And you arriving in it. Safe enough to stop trying. Safe enough to be held by simple presence. And if you have been carrying a lot today, You do not have to carry it in a tidy way right now. You do not have to sort it out. You can just be here, with it or without it. Nothing to do, nothing to get right. You can let this be easy. Stay just as you are. Or let something soften on its own. Either way is perfectly okay. And if nothing softens at all, that is perfectly okay too. We can keep this simple. You are here. I'm here with you. And for now, that is enough. You do not have to fix anything right now. Not your body, not your mind, not the way this moment feels. If the body feels heavy, it can feel heavy. If it feels light, it can feel light. If it feels restless, or numb, or unclear, that is allowed too. Nothing to do. You can let it be as it is. And if there is a part of you that keeps checking, keeps trying to make things better, that part does not need to leave. It can be here without running the whole night. And it does not mean you are failing at rest. It does not mean anything is wrong with you. Nothing to do. You can let it be as it is. If the body feels tense in a vague way, that can be here. If it feels open in a vague way, that can be here too. If it feels like too much, or like nothing at all, that is also part of being human tonight. Nothing to solve. Nothing to do. You can let it be as it is. You might sense the body as a whole, simply being supported. Not something you have to notice. Not something you have to create. Just a simple possibility. Like the night is willing to hold you up without asking anything back. And if you do not sense that at all, that is perfectly okay. Nothing to do. You can let it be as it is. Some areas may already be softening, even a little. Or nothing may be softening. Either way is fine. You do not have to earn softness. You do not have to prove you are doing this well. There is no need to check for progress. Nothing to do. You can let it be as it is. If your attention keeps flickering, that can happen. If it steadies on its own, that can happen too. Either way, you are still welcome here. Either way, you are still worthy of gentleness. Nothing to do. You can let it be as it is. If thoughts drift through, they can drift through. If feelings rise and fall, they can rise and fall. The body can keep doing what bodies do. You do not have to manage it. And you do not have to be different to deserve rest. Nothing to do. You can let it be as it is. And if tonight has you feeling behind, or messy, or not quite settled, you do not have to judge yourself for that. You can be imperfect and still be safe. You can be unfinished and still be allowed to stop. Nothing to do. You can let it be as it is. And in the middle of all of that, you are still safe enough to rest. Safe enough to stop solving. Safe enough to be exactly as you are. Nothing to do. You can let it be as it is. And with that safety already here, something else can be true at the same time. A simple sense of being held. Not as a story. Not by anyone. Just held in the most ordinary, impersonal way. Maybe it is already present as support beneath you, or as steadiness around you. Or it may not be noticed at all. Nothing to do. You don't have to feel it. You can rest anyway. You can allow the body to be carried by whatever is already carrying it. Or you can feel nothing in particular. Either way, the body does not have to keep itself upright in effort. can be supported without you making it happen, or not noticed at all. And that support can be as quiet as simple contact, a faint sense of pressure, or just the idea of steadiness somewhere in the background. Or it may be completely absent tonight. Nothing to do. You don't have to feel it. You can rest anyway. If there is any tightness that has been holding on, it can keep holding on for now. And it can also loosen a little without being pushed. Some part of you can stop trying to do rest correctly, or not stop at all. You are not required to change. Nothing to do. You don't have to feel it. You can rest anyway. And the holding does not need your help. It does not improve when you think about it. It does not fade because you get distracted. It can simply be what it is, or not be sensed at all. Nothing to do. You don't have to feel it. You can rest anyway. This holding is not something you need to find. It does not need clear edges. It can be vague. It can be distant. It can be absent. And still, you can be allowed to settle. Maybe the support is simply the fact that you are already not falling. Already not required to brace. Already allowed to be carried by what is here, whether you sense it or not. Nothing to do. You don't have to feel it. You can rest anyway. If thoughts wander in, they can wander in while support remains simple. If feelings move through, they can move through while something steady stays steady. Or none of that needs to be sensed at all. Nothing to do. You don't have to feel it. You can rest anyway. And you can drift in and out of noticing. In and out of feeling anything. In and out of presence. And it does not change the permission. does not change the safety. Nothing to do. You don't have to feel it. You can rest anyway. And without any effort, the body can begin to take that permission seriously. Not as a goal, just as a soft agreement with the night. To be held if it is felt, or to rest even if it is not. And as that permission settles in, warmth can simply be part of the air of this moment, or it may not be there. Nothing to do. Thoughts can come and go. Not a heat you have to create. Not something to search for. Just a quiet sense of comfort that could be nearby, or it may not be there. Nothing to do. And thinking can drift and return and drift again. If the body is ready to soften in any place at all, it can soften without being managed. The face might ease a little, or it may not. The belly might unclench in its own time, or it may not. Nothing to do. Thoughts can come and go. And that warmth, if it exists tonight, can be simple and steady, or it may not be there. Not moving anywhere. Not building toward anything. Just a soft condition the body can rest inside, or it may not be there. Nothing to do. No need to hold a thought in place. And if you notice the mind reaching for warmth as a project for a moment, that can be allowed too. It can reach. It can pause. It can wander off again. Warmth can still be here without being earned, or it may not be there. Nothing to do. Thoughts can come and go. Thoughts might still pull at you for a moment. A plan, a memory, a half-formed worry. And they can be here while the rest of you stays unhurried. Nothing to do. They can pass or linger needing your help. You do not have to finish a thought. You do not have to push one away. They can pass through like ordinary, whether in the mind, and the body can remain supported, even if thinking continues. Nothing to do. Thoughts can come and go. And when a thought shows up, you can let it be unfinished. Let it be a loose thread that does not need tying. Warmth might be present in the background while that happens, or it may not be there. Nothing to do. No need to solve anything tonight. Warmth can be sensed as a gentle ease in the whole body, or it may not be there. Not in a specific spot. Not something you aim at. Just an overall softness that may be present, or it may not be there. Nothing to do. Thoughts can come and go. And if there is any area that stays a little guarded, it can stay that way for now. The body can keep its own pace. Warmth can remain a quiet possibility, or it may not be there. Nothing to do. Let the mind do what minds do. And if nothing is felt, that is also allowed. The night does not require sensations. The body can rest in plain neutrality, without any special comfort showing up. Nothing to do. Thoughts can come and go. Neutral can be enough. Plain can be enough. Even a sense of nothing in particular can be a kind of ease, or it may just be nothing in particular. Nothing to do. And thoughts can thin out or not. And warmth can return as just a simple idea, or it may not be there. The idea of comfort. The idea that the body is allowed to rest without explaining itself. Thoughts can still come and go. Nothing to do. No need to check. So everything can widen. Not on purpose. Just naturally, when you are no longer trying to hold it all. Warmth, if it is here, can remain soft and steady, or it may not be there. Nothing to do. Thoughts can come and go. And that widening can include the thinking too. Thoughts can drift at the edges. They can fade or they can stay. Warmth can be present as a quiet condition, or it may not be there. Nothing to do. You can let it all be as it is. And you can let that widening keep happening in its own quiet way, without you helping it, without you holding it in place. Warmth may remain just a simple background condition, or it may not be there. And within that, there can be the faintest sense of contact. Not something loud. Not something you have to name. Like a soft, resonant presence resting near you. Almost the way quiet support can rest, without any movement required. Or you may not notice it. Nothing to do. You don't need to follow anything. And if it is noticed, it can be noticed the way you might notice support already underneath you, and then forget about it again. No need to hold onto it. No need to keep it in mind. It can settle back into the background on its own. If it is there at all, it can be so mild that the mind does not quite bother to pick it up. And if the mind does pick it up, it can do that without turning it into a task. Either way is fine. The body can keep softening in its own places, in its own timing, or it may not soften in any obvious way. The whole of you can be allowed to be exactly as it is. Nothing to fix. Nothing to improve. And if any part of you stays a little braced, that can be allowed too. No need to persuade it. No need to wait for a change. Softening can happen, or it may not happen, and you can still rest. thoughts can continue lightly. They can drift through. They can thin out. Or they can stay a little busy. You don't have to do anything about that. Sometimes, even with thinking present, the body still recognizes support. A simple sense of being held up by whatever you are resting on. And if that faint, resonant contact is here too, it can blend into that support. Or you may not notice it. Nothing to do. You don't need to follow anything. And when it blends, it can be like contact spreading without traveling anywhere. Not a wave you have to track. Just an easy, quiet settling into comfort. Or it may not be there. Nothing to do. You don't need to follow anything. No need to check where it is. No need to decide what it means. If it comes and goes, that is allowed. If it never appears, that is allowed. And if the mind reaches out for a second, just to see if it is still there, that can be allowed too. It can reach, and it can release. And nothing needs to change because of it. You can simply be here with the ordinary weight of the body, with the ordinary passing of thoughts, with warmth if warmth is present, or with plain neutrality if it is not. And in that plainness, there can be a very quiet kind of awe. Not an excitement, just the softness of realizing you are not doing this alone. Not because something arrives, simply because support is already here. And that support does not need your attention to keep supporting you. You don't have to meet it halfway. You don't have to stay with it. It can be here, even if you forget it completely. if it happens naturally, that resonant presence can feel like the gentlest touch in the background, almost indistinguishable from comfort itself. Or you may not notice it. Nothing to do. You don't need to follow anything. And if it is noticed, it can simply spread into the same simple steadiness as the warmth. It can settle as one quiet field of ease, or it may not be there. Nothing to do. You don't need to follow anything. And the mind can keep letting go of the urge to understand. The body can keep resting in whatever is simplest. Just this quiet, safe enough. And that is enough. Just this quiet, safe enough. And within that quiet, the faintest contact can return, or it may not return at all. A soft, resonant presence felt more like support than like anything you have to notice. Or you may not notice it. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. If it is here, it can spread without going anywhere. Not something you have to follow. Just an easy widening, like comfort becoming a little more available in the background. Or it may not spread. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. And then, whether it's spread or not, it can settle into the same simple warmth that may already be present. Or into plain neutrality if warmth is not here tonight. Either way is fine. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. You might notice breathing somewhere in the background, not as something to manage, just the body continuing on its own. Or you may not notice breathing at all. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. And if breathing feels a little uneven or a little shallow, that can be allowed too. And if it feels steady, that can be allowed as well. No need to correct it. No need to make anything match. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. And thoughts, if they appear, can be allowed to loosen at their edges. They can drift through the same space as everything else. No need to understand them. No need to finish them. Or thoughts can stay busy. That is allowed too. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. And if you find yourself caught for a moment, that is so normal. You don't have to pull yourself out of it. Even being caught can be included in rest. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. And again, if it happens naturally, that faint contact, almost like the gentlest touch of presence near you. Brief, unconcerned with being named, or not noticed. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. If it is noticed, it can spread in the most ordinary way. Like ease taking up a little more room without you making room for it. or it may not spread. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. And then it can settle again. Not as an event, just as the body being supported continues to be true. The body can soften in whatever places are already softening. Or it may not soften in any obvious way. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. And if some part of you is still holding on, still a little guarded, that can be here too. You don't have to convince it. You don't have to earn softness from it. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. Breathing can keep happening quietly. Thoughts can come and go lightly. Warmth can be here or not. And support can remain either way. And one more time, only if it arrives on its own, that simple pattern. Contact, spreading, settling. No need to check for it. No need to keep it. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. And even if the order blurs, that is okay. Even if it is only settling or only neutrality, that is enough. Even if nothing shows up that you can name, you are still allowed to rest. Nothing to do. It can happen or not at all. And if attention wanders far away, that is perfectly okay. If it comes back, that is okay too. You are allowed to rest either way. You are allowed to drift like this. With no need to make sense of anything. With no need to keep track. And somewhere in the background, warmth and that faint resonant contact may start to feel like the same thing. Not two, just one comforting field. Or you may not feel that at all. Nothing to do. One soft field. Or nothing at all. And if it does feel like one thing for a moment, it does not have to stay. It can come and go without meaning anything. And if it never arrives in a way you can sense, that is just as welcome. Nothing to do. One soft field. Or nothing at all. The body can soften in whatever way it is already softening. Maybe in a general loosening without a specific place. Or maybe nothing changes. Either is fine. Nothing to do. One soft field. Or nothing at all. And it can be so simple. Comfort or no comfort. Warmth or plain neutrality. Support or just the ordinary fact of being here. No need to decide which it is. Nothing to do. One soft field. Or nothing at all. And thoughts can keep floating by. They do not have to be solved. They do not have to be pushed away. If a thought grips for a moment, that can be included too. No need to argue with it. Nothing to do. One soft field. Or nothing at all. stops reaching for edges, that can be allowed. If it stops reaching for a moment, that can be allowed too. No need to watch it happen. No need to hold the quieter version of you in place. Nothing to do. One soft field, or nothing at all. If warmth is here, it can simply be here. And if that resonant presence is here, it can simply be here. And if they blur together, that can be allowed. Not special, not something to hold on to. Just comfort being comfort. Or none of it is noticed tonight. Nothing to do. One soft field, or nothing at all. And the blur can be very quiet. Almost like the idea of warmth and the idea of support are not separate. Not something you have to understand. Just one soft sameness, if it happens. Or no sameness at all. Nothing to do. One soft field, or nothing at all. And we can let that be the whole truth of this moment. Supported or not, warm or neutral, with your mind free to stop reaching for edges. Free to stop naming. Or still naming if it does. It is all allowed. Nothing to do. One soft field, or nothing at all. And if that field is present, it can feel even and ordinary. Not moving towards you, not moving away. just the sense that you do not have to meet anything. And if it is not present, you still do not have to meet anything. Rest is still allowed. And even if you only feel the bed, or the room, or the weight of your own stillness, that can be enough. And even if you do not feel much at all, that can be enough too. You do not have to turn anything into a sign. Nothing to do. One soft field, or nothing at all. The body can keep being held by whatever is underneath it. Or it can simply be here without any clear feeling of holding. Either way, the effort can be absent. The mind can loosen. Or it can stay busy. That is allowed too. And if busy is what is true tonight, that can still be part of the field. Busy thoughts, quiet thoughts, no clear thoughts at all. It can all float in the same permission. Nothing to do. One soft field, or nothing at all. And if attention wanders, it can wander. If it returns, it returns. No need to check where it is. No need to correct it. Just this quiet permission. Nothing to do. One soft field, or nothing at all. Nothing to do. No need to check. Whatever has been here can be here in a quieter way. Or it can be absent. Both are allowed. And even the idea of it being quieter does not have to be something you notice. It can simply be less important. Or it can feel exactly as it has. Nothing to do. No need to check. The edges do not need to stay sharp. Not the edges of sensation. Not the edges of thought. Everything can be a little less defined, or it can stay exactly the same. No need to check. And if there is any impulse to measure the moment, that can soften too. Not something you have to stop. Just something that can lose its grip in its own time, or keep happening without being a problem. If warmth is present, it can simply be part of the air of this moment, not something you have to hold on to. And if it is not present, that is fine too. Nothing to do. No need to check. And if warmth is only faint or hard to locate, that is fine too. And if there is only neutrality, that is fine too. You do not have to turn any of it into a task. And any faint resonant contact, if it is here at all, can be so ordinary that you do not have to name it. Just a sense of being accompanied by ease. Or nothing like that tonight. Either way, you are not required to notice. And even the word accompanied can be optional. It can simply be ease or ordinary presence without a label, or nothing that stands out. Nothing to do. No need to check. Thoughts can thin out, or they can keep wandering through. They do not have to be followed. They do not have to be pushed away. They can pass without needing a response. Or they can linger. Still no need to do anything with them. And if a thought asks for an answer, it can wait. It can wait without you having to hold it in place. Or it can keep talking without being in charge. No need to check. Nothing to do. No need to check. And maybe what you feel now is something like relief. Not an event, just less gripping, less holding, a simple ease that does not ask you to pay attention to it. Or maybe there is no relief at all. That is allowed too. And if relief is here, it can be quiet enough to blend into the background. Not something you have to keep. Not something you have to protect from changing. And if it is not here, the moment can still be allowed. The mind can stop trying to make a clean outline of the moment. Or it can try and get tired and pause on its own. You do not have to manage that. And if the mind keeps making outlines, it can do that without your help. It can sketch and soften and sketch again. No need to correct it. Nothing to do. No need to check. So the experience can be more like atmosphere than like features. Soft, easy, unremarkable. And if even that is too much to hold, you can let it be nothing in particular. Just this, or not even that. And you do not have to stay with any phrase I use. Atmosphere, ease, neutrality, relief. They can all fade into the same permission. Nothing to do. No need to check. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can drift. If the mind is still moving, that is allowed. If it is quiet, that is allowed. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can drift. No need to hold on to any word. No need to follow a thread. Thoughts can come and go without your help. Or they can stay without being in charge. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can drift. If you feel something like ease, it can be so faint you do not have to name it. And if you do not feel it, that is fine too. Either way, you are safe. And you do not have to keep proving that you are safe. You do not have to keep checking. You can let that drop if it drops. Or it can stay for a while and still not matter. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can drift. You can be exactly as you are. Even if you feel unfinished. Even if the mind keeps reaching. It can reach, and you can rest anyway. No effort required. No special moment required. No need to get to the next thing. It's okay to stay right here. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can drift. You do not have to relax on purpose. You do not have to let go on purpose. Even the wish to do it right can soften or not. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can drift. If attention fades, that is allowed. If attention stays sharp, that is allowed. If you half hear a sentence and miss the next one, that is allowed. I'm here softly. Not asking anything of you. Not needing anything from you. Just keeping the space gentle. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can drift. Any little wave of comfort, if it happens to be here, can be ordinary enough to ignore. And if there is no comfort to speak of, that is also ordinary. No need to check. And even the word ordinary can be optional. It can just be what it is. Nothing to fix. Nothing to solve. Thought can blur. The sense of time can blur. Or everything can stay clear. Either way, you do not have to manage it. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can drift. And if you notice warmth at all, it can be just a background kindness. Or not present. Both are allowed. And if warmth fades in and out, that is allowed too. And if it never shows up, that is allowed too. No need to look for it. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can drift. You can stop trying to to understand the moment. Or you can keep trying and get tired and pause on its own. You do not have to do anything about that. It can all be simple. Or it can feel tangled. Even tangled is allowed to soften without being handled. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can drift. Just this, or almost nothing. Still safe. Just this, or almost nothing. Still safe. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can let even this go. If there has been any warmth at all, it does not have to stay. It can fade into the background. Or it can be absent. Either way, you do not need it. And even the memory of warmth does not need to be held. It can loosen on its own. Or it can stay as a faint idea and still not matter. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can let even this go. If there has been any sense of a soft, resonant presence, it can be just as optional. It can be there without being noticed. Or not there at all. No need to check. And if the mind tries to reach for it, that reaching can soften too. Or it can keep reaching for a moment and get quiet later. Either way, nothing is required. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can let even this go. body does not have to be held in attention. The body can simply be. Supported or not felt clearly. Comfortable or neutral. All of it can be left alone. Even the wish to feel the body relaxing can be optional. The body can settle without being watched, or it can stay exactly as it is and still be allowed. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can let even this go. No need to keep any thread. No need to keep any sense of space. No need to keep a feeling or a softness or a quiet. If anything remains, it can remain without being held. And if something comes and goes, it can come and go without meaning anything. No need to name it. No need to place it. And if nothing remains that you can name, that is fine too. Not empty as a goal. Just nothing you have to carry. And even the idea of blankness does not have to be held. It can be simple and unremarkable. Just less to manage. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can let even this go. You do not have to be aware in any particular way. You do not have to stay with my words. If you catch a sentence, fine. If you miss the next one, fine. You do not have to keep track of where you are in this. You do not have to remember what I said. It can all pass by, and you can rest anyway. Let it all be simple. A plain easing. No edges you need to find. No center you need to keep. Nothing to do. It's okay. You can let even this go. That's enough now. You can stop listening. You do not have to follow my words. You do not have to do anything with them. Nothing to do. You don't need to listen. You can sleep. If you're still awake, that's okay. If you drift in and out, that's okay. If you do know where you are in this, that's okay. You are safe right now. This moment is allowed to be exactly as it is. Nothing to do. You don't need to listen. You can sleep. You can let my voice be background. Or you can let it disappear. Either one is fine. And if you miss a few words, that's fine. If you miss whole minutes, that's fine. If it all becomes a blur, that's fine. Nothing to do. You don't need to listen. You can sleep. No need to hold on to a single sentence. No need to remember anything. No need to stay with me. If you notice yourself trying to stay awake for the ending, you don't have to. This can end without you noticing it end. Nothing to do. You don't need to listen. You can sleep. If thoughts pass through, they can pass through. If the mind makes a little noise, it can make a little noise. None of it needs your help. And if there are no thoughts you can catch at all, that is okay too. If there is nothing you can point to, that is okay. You are safe. You are allowed to rest. Nothing to do. You don't need to listen. You can sleep. You don't have to respond to anything I say. You don't have to agree or understand or follow. If you feel nothing changing, that's okay. If you feel something changing, that's okay. No need to check. Nothing to do. You don't need to listen. You can sleep. It can all fade now. You can let go in your own way. No need to notice anything. Nothing to do. You don't need to listen. You can sleep. Safe. Allowed. Nothing to do. No need to listen. You can sleep. You can sleep.